Okay.
Okay, everyone put on your Hawaiian lace that I got you. Hang on, where are your lace?
No.
Let's
go.
Sounds like
Let's go.
degree.
Okay, guys. So, it was a very tight race, actually. Like, tight race. Okay? So,
What
in
else is
last place, to shock for all of us, is Dallas,
What?
Texas.
Last Colorado and sleeping on
It
a
shocked to
Saturday.
all of us.
How many votes did Dallas get?
Dallas got 5
No!
points.
Ow!
How many number ones was it?
I don't know.
Well, let's.
I'll
it was
show
only,
you guys
it
the
was
tickets later.
at one
Okay?
or less.
Okay,
with
in a
5
tie
points.
for third,
Whatever.
we have Germany and sleeping in on Saturdays.
Yeah!
Those are
Not
with
bad,
9 points. In a tie for second, we have Paris and Colorado
Bullshit.
with 11 points.
There we go.
Congrats,
I worked for
everybody.
days on that
Congrats.
presentation.
Congrats.
You worked for 45 minutes.
Not even like 5 minutes. I put it
And-
together.
I only
And
got
not
third
to
place.
toot my own horn, but we're going to Hawaii in
She's a cheat.
2025.
She's a cheat.
Well,
Congrats,
this
everybody.
sound alright. There was collusion. This sounds like there was election collusion
You can
going
bring
on.
Did you
Okay.
tell Jeff?
Hawaii had
I'm
21
telling
points.
Joe
Did you tell
Biden
Kyle
right
how many
now.
Hawaii had 21 points. We're going to Hawaii, guys. Yay!
I voted Hawaii number
I'll start
one.
planning the trip.
They're actually all.
Colorado
Lake
ski
Tahoe?
trip
Yeah.
at Marriott Mountain Valley Lodge Resort
Look
in
how
Breckenridge,
pretty that
Colorado.
Can you get this from you?
Okay. This is just outside of Denver. It's probably about an hour or so.
It was an hour and 45 minutes.
Hour and 45
drive
minutes.
from the
Comments?
airport.
That's from the airport. Not a bad option
Nope.
at all. And we could do a ski trip or do a summer trip with hiking experiences out of this. So
And the
there's
mountains
a
are,
year-round solution.
and the mountains are
Kyle,
amazing.
The mountains are incredible.
Yeah.
Thank you,
This is
Kyle.
not
Thank you,
what
Kyle.
Tell us you're number one. Kyle, get up there.
Look
Get
at
up
this.
there.
So we
Yeah.
can go skiing. We can go
Yeah.
skiing. Who doesn't love skiing?
Have you
I've never
been
actually been
skiing?
skiing in my entire
Right.
life.
I like
This
You would
is
be
so
just
much
exactly
fun.
like that.
snowboarding.
Exactly. It'll be so much fun. Okay, on top of the skiing, we've got hiking with some incredible
Why are you
attractions,
screaming?
including whatever this guy is right here.
Looks like
No
a
idea. Carved out of wood. He's some kind of elf thing inspired by German mythology. Other great activities, including this weird roller coaster thingy. They've got a massive one that runs all the way around the resort area.
Wow.
It's huge. On top of that, there are waterfalls. So there are destinations to go to on our journey.
But that would have to be in the summertime.
Who?
That would be summer and winter. You could see a
Waterfalls
waterfall
would be
in the
frozen.
winter. Doesn't matter. It's even more gorgeous with the crystals of
Why are you
ice.
talking
It's
about
incredible. I'm speaking in my salesman's voice. Not only that, but flights are cheap. We're looking at about 100 to 150 on average. If you buy them 9 months in advance, then they're only about 270. But I highly advise on waiting until you get closer to the date because they will be cheaper. The Marriott Vacation Club Resort does have all-inclusive rooms with 3 bedrooms inside of them. So if you guys need a place to stay and want a full kitchen, we could do that. This is also close enough to Denver, by the way, that we could visit Denver
2
on a certain
hours
day.
away.
And I think if this
Close
is the
enough.
right resort, it's right on the water too.
It is right on the
Yeah.
water. This resort is right on the water.
Whose presentation
Look
is
at
this?
this. We can see this with snow. Look
Yeah.
at how beautiful this resort is with snow. The even better part, you can go with no snow, and it looks just as gorgeous right on the water.
Yeah, it's got
Now-
nice good fountains in the background.
That's everything for my presentation here. I didn't create a final slide, but I think a ski resort with, Marriott in, the outside Denver area would be a fantastic trip for all of us, especially getting into that nature. There's very poor cell connection out there. We would all have a great time with each other instead of staring at our phones. It'd be a fantastic time. All right? That's my presentation. Thank you. Question, Michaela.
So none of us ski or snowboard.
That's
What
not
would
true.
you do?
That's
snowboard.
hey, we can all learn.
I snowboard in California.
Carl, what were you about to say? Because I know for a fact
Michael.
you're not.
Is weed legal in Colorado?
Absolutely, marijuana is legal in Denver, Colorado in general. So if you do smoke marijuana, you are welcome in this state.
Why are you?
Unlike Texas, thank you.
Would I be better at skiing if I were high on?
Probably not.
No.
Don't get high while you ski. That's a bad idea. Kyle.
Are you gonna stop me?
I just want to tell you, you got my number 3 spot.
What's your number 2? Mine?
Sean.
Wait, have you seen not the Disney movie Frozen, but have you seen like the horror movie or the thriller movie Frozen?
How many are there?
I have not seen the thriller movie Frozen, but I have heard of it.
So what if we like get stuck on the ski lift?
If we get stuck on the ski lift, oh fucking well, we're all screwed anyway. We could also crash and burn on the flight to Hawaii.
Jump.
Who knows what's gonna happen? That's what I'm saying.
Jump.
Michael again.
Can we take edibles on the ski lift in case we do get stuck?
We
on it?
can take edibles on the ski lift in case we get stuck.
I don't know if
That's a fantastic idea.
It is.
Who's gonna stop you?
Any other questions? Sean.
Are there Yeti people?
There might be Yeti people. There is an entire mythology out there. You know, we might find cryptic creatures somewhere.
Are they gonna be like monsters?
They might be. We don't
Yes.
know yet. We need to find them. And the only way to find out is by going. Thank you.
Kayla, could you briefly,
Any other questions? Any other questions?
So you guys are ranking.
Number 1 is your favorite.
One,
number
two,
2 is
three.
your second favorite. Number 3.
No more questions?
No questions.
Alright, no
Thank
more
you.
questions. I'm
Good
closing
presentation.
this. Thank you. I put that together in 5 minutes.
I have
Good
All of your
presentation,
rankings
Matthew.
need to be
Oh,
different.
Kyle,
I
question.
Why did you choose this place and not Lake Tahoe?
I chose this place because it was in Denver, Colorado.
assume. It's not in
That's
Denver,
all there.
Colorado.
It's near Denver,
It's
Colorado.
2 hours
Also,
away
I
from
have
Denver,
friends that live
Colorado.
nearby, so if we go, then my friends can come visit us.
Wow.
That's another part.
You just lost points right there.
I don't know.
What a trip.
It's still a fun
Interest,
time.
do you need a paper? Or a pen?
You
All
guys
right.
need a pen to
We're
vote?
Give me your votes.
We're good.
So Germany, despite the history and everything, it's kind of a chill place now.
Lies.
And I think it'd be a really cool place for all of us to go. So here's my lovely illustration of Germany. So some of the pros I said is somewhere else, so we don't have to go to the usual places that we go here in the United States, like Disney. They don't have a Disneyland there, so it would be something different. I think it's cheap relative to other European countries, such as like France, because I know they like upcharge up the ass, and so does London. And here's the other thing: it's not Paris, so you know,
Alright, there we go.
There's
No
gonna be
French people.
no French people,
That's never
no
a
English
thing.
people.
No.
So I think that's lit. Speaking of lit, Oktoberfest is there. So
Get
I know
lit.
we will all get litty at Oktoberfest. I'm kind of lit right now, low key. And this last one, this last one is for the older people. As we know, David Bowie was there because he had to go there for rehab. So that'd be kind of awesome to go to Berlin and see like what he was
That's
cooking up.
what you want to see in
So
Berlin?
because David Bowie
Because I want to
That
see,
word
I want to
is
see what he
Germany.
was. I want to see the studio he was like cooking up in, because those are like really good albums. So I don't really have like a travel plan or anything. I didn't really look at like tickets and stuff like that. I'm sure there's like an airline for that. I also didn't really like look at places because I thought that people would be like chill enough, you know, to like let us stay anywhere. I think the only cons we really have is like only like 1.5 of us like know German. So my mom, who is like the most intelligent person on the earth, knows
She is.
German. I'm the other half
I'm
because.
standing right here.
Oh, you know German?
I've been to Germany.
No, he doesn't know German. He just thinks
He
he's
just thinks he's
intelligent.
more
Wait,
intelligent.
wait. Uncle,
But
do
he
you actually know
doesn't
German?
know German.
No, he does not know German.
Yeah.
No.
So we have
1 1/4.
we have like 2.5 people that know German. I took German in high school, so I can kind of make my way around the city. I wouldn't need to brush up, but like I think if like the 3 of us were there, it'd be good. Now, I don't really have anything else besides I think Germany is a very interesting country, and compared to these other European countries, I think it might be the best one to go to. Like Italy is not lit. I don't want to go to Italy. England
Valid.
and
Good
Paris
point.
and France, I don't want to go there either. Spain, actually, just like those 4, I do not want to go there. But Germany, they seem kind of chill right now.
For now.
When would we go? What time?
When we go, I'd say we should go.
April 30th.
I could say anytime. Why'd you say April 30th?
I don't know.
I was thinking we could go for Oktoberfest because, like I said, it's lit.
It's lit.
It is.
It's
It is lit.
Yes.
Sorry,
Good
who
time.
here has passed out at Oktoberfest
I don't-
before? Raise your hand. Okay,
I
just in case you're
don't know
wondering.
if I should show.
Let's
It was
see.
a good
Let's
time.
see
I
it.
don't really have anything else, but this is like my realistic depiction of 9/11 that I kind of sketched out. But
Okay, are there any questions?
This is also what we might see in Germany.
yeah.
Okay, Kyle has a question.
What's up?
Do you believe that there were bombs in the Twin Towers?
Actually, no. My high school science teacher went on this whole ass rant of why there weren't bombs in the Twin Towers because someone said, "Oh, jet fuel came out," and he just like went off on it. It was crazy. But,
Oh.
Nikki.
Yeah. So my question is actually, do you think that it would be culturally appropriate for us to go around and tour all of the Nazi watermarks
I'm gonna
that
do
are
it
left
for
on government
too.
buildings in Germany?
Yeah, good question.
It's serious. It's genuinely serious.
I think. Oh, thank you.
Yeah, seriously.
Are we voting?
That is a good question.
Matthew has a
Like we said,
communication
we do not have to go to.
Oh.
those.
I am
Yeah,
8% Jewish.
Okay.
You're 8%.
Okay, I have another
Understand.
question
Okay.
based off of that.
There are 3 questions and it actually has to pertain to a trip to Germany.
Okay, my question is, do you care that he's 8% Jewish?
Nope, that's not a question.
Oh, that's hype. Oh, I'll fuck with
Okay,
that.
there's
Minorities
2
in
more
this.
questions.
How much African are you?
2
9%.
more questions.
Okay, who cares?
You have another
Are you
question?
comfortable
okay,
going to town?
So serious question.
Yeah.
This is kind of a dumb question, but so
There's no
obviously
dumb question.
Oktoberfest is in October, I assume.
Yeah.
Is it not?
September.
September.
Okay.
Starts.
Kyle,
It's my birthday, buddy.
Kyle, it's fine.
So what are the dates that you're? So you said you want to go in Oktoberfest. So what dates are you proposing?
Well, since I'm hearing it's actually in September, I guess like September, and
Did
then
you
if
think it was October too?
I thought it was October too, and I was just like,
It
you know, because
runs
we usually go to
for a
Disney in
month.
like October, right? So like, we can like switch it up.
It's all
So-
of October.
I have a question.
He said September.
Yeah.
He's
Oktoberfest
It
is
starts in September.
Oktoberfest
Oh.
is sick as fuck.
Yeah,
Do you want to go?
question.
yeah, I don't mind going because like someone else did a presentation for my introduction to intercultural communications class, and it sounded like fun. I don't mind.
pretty
My
sick.
mother has a question.
Have you considered maybe a later date, like in November, December, with the night markets, the crystal knock?
Crystal knock.
No, you're cooking.
Isn't
Mom.
isn't there a
You're
security
cooking.
risk there?
Wait.
I don't want to get driven over
No,
by
that's-
some crazy
No,
Muslim
we could.
in a car.
That only happens every
I
other
think-
year.
You know what? I will say, probably in general, we should go
Taylor, can I
fall
borrow
to
a pen?
winter because that's when Germany is like the most.
Oh, that's
lit.
right.
You know, Oh, Uncle Mike.
Hey,
Are we
this is
allowed
the
to
last
bring
question.
books to burn?
No.
Yes.
I don't think
Yes.
you
Matthew,
can.
you're
Hey,
right.
if I
You're-
understand-
I'm gonna have that
I'm
link
pretty
real
sure
quick.
book burning is banned.
So that I can
Oh.
get here.
I'm pretty sure all those
What-
practices are
What
banned.
if the book is Mein Kampf?
Can you get my water?
I think they would. I don't think they would burn it. They would.
I'm pretty sure I get arrested for having it.
You
Pretty
probably
sure,
get
I'm pretty
arrested
sure it's
for that.
illegal to
Or
own.
charge your yeah. Hook it up.
In Germany, in
All right,
America, you have the
Matthew,
right
Are you ready?
He had to go pee. He'll be back.
Thank you.
Very good presentation, Sean.
Thank you,
I like
Sean.
very
Sean,
nice.
that was a good presentation.
He's
Yes.
got blonde hair, blue
They all
eyes.
belong in
Actually, no,
sleeves,
he
yes.
likes the blonde hair.
Okay.
You gotta go to the front.
Hey, everyone, check it out.
Boo.
This is my idea for vacation
You
that we
can
can
still
all
do
take.
this in Hawaii.
Good talk.
You can do it Sunday, Monday,
No, wait, go
Tuesday,
back.
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday in Hawaii.
Cool. So once every 7 days, we all get the
Friend.
opportunity to sleep in on a Saturday.
What if you work?
Most of us choose not to take this opportunity, but I'm saying, what if we
Who does
did?
not sleep in on a Saturday? Raise your hand if you have not slept
So-
in on a Saturday.
This could be you.
By choice.
This could also be you.
Because
Do you
you
see
want
how-
My hair's
see
not
how-
that long.
Peaceful and
Wait, not
restful.
sleeping by choice?
And it's
Hey,
I
questions
have a
and
question.
comments till the
Questions
end.
at the end.
I have a question.
Questions
Work
at the
with
end.
the
At the end.
At the end, Michael.
Right. Benefits. Look at that. Cost you
Well, what if you work on Saturday so you take
$0.
PTO? and you
Questions
don't
at the
take
end.
PTO? I'm
Cost
just
you
asking questions.
$0 to take a nap on a Saturday morning.
What?
Extra costs. You might want to get Uber Eats so you don't leave your house. You all literally just got an Uber Eats gift card.
No, it's a DoorDash.
Whatever.
Instacart.
Same thing.
It's not.
Check it out. Lodgings.
What if I don't like my
You're at home.
What
None
if
of
I
us
don't
have
like
to
the
go
people
anywhere.
that also
This
sleep in
takes
my bed?
0 travel time. 12-hour flight. I just sat on a flight for 5 hours and I wanted to kill myself.
You
So-
can sleep on it for
Oh,
4 hours.
you wake up at home and you're already there. So, situation. You have a Saturday off work. You need a family vacation, right?
Wait, do we get a
Mission.
mega bed?
You're gonna sleep in on Saturday, right? Execution, literally just sleep in. All you have to do is not wake up. It's that easy. Cancel your alarms the night before. Right? Administration and logistics. You all own beds. Everyone in this room woke up in a bed this
We
morning.
technically don't own
I
a
slept
bed.
on a couch.
You
Okay,
don't
well,
own your
that
bed.
sucks for
Financing
you.
our bed.
Everyone in
Wait,
this
you're
room
on a rented
has
bed?
a bed they sleep in on a regular basis. All you have to do is sleep in that bed. Right? Communication and control. You can call your friends. It really doesn't matter. You can play video games. Juliet and I play video games most Saturdays. We're usually on Discord. If we're not on Discord, we're in
So
game
why
chat.
don't you sleep in on Saturdays
So-
and play video games?
Well, we do sleep in and then we play
Questions
video
for the
games
end.
afterwards. But please save your comments. Conclusion. This is the cheapest trip that has been proposed today. This costs everyone $0. It will cost you nothing.
Texas!
Right? This is the most independent. You don't need anyone or anything else to do this. You can do it on your own. You can do this every Saturday if you like. Right? You don't have to go to commie Europe or terrorist Texas. Okay? What if you slip over and, accidentally need an abortion? You can't get one in Texas.
Oh my god. Coming out of your mouth?
You get the beautiful view from your bedroom. All of you picked it yourselves whenever you chose wherever you live, right? It was a good idea for every last one of these possible
did you pick your
situations. This phone got locked.
No.
Right.
Well,
Why is it funny?
It's really not.
Keep saying.
Okay, next.
Anyways.
That's my buddy Parker.
But why is he significant?
Yeah. He's his significant
the
other.
questions until the end.
Dear David.
Copycat. Copycat.
What was the cruise?
Okay, that's
was
the end of the slideshow.
I have a question.
Who has
I have a
questions?
question.
Did you make this
Dad,
while
you've been on about
presenting?
this for a while.
My question's in 2 parts. Number 1, aren't you supposed to capitalize the S in Saturday?
Who?
Just asking.
Who cares?
That was stupid.
No, it was
2,
not.
if you have a slide that says conclusion, are you allowed to have slides after that
After.
slide?
I'm a
Are
free
those
man.
backup slides, or are those post conclusion
I'm a
slides?
free man in a free country. I can do what I want. Jake, what's your question?
Slides. No, I don't have a question.
I have another question.
Sean, what's your question?
Who the hell is Parker?
It's my buddy. Dad,
What
what's
kind
your
of
question?
Is he
So-
gay?
Is he your butt buddy?
Maybe.
Isn't
Why'd you say maybe?
should all right? I know this is hard to say, but I'm gonna have to say it. Isn't sleeping in on a Saturday a manifestation of white privilege?
Yes.
What?
That's hard
Is
to
it-
say.
There are other black and brown people in this country
wait. I do
that do
have,
not get to
I
sleep in
do
on
have a
Saturdays.
response to that.
Okay.
Isn't visiting the Dole Plantation a manifestation of white
Yes.
privilege?
Nah.
Preach.
Yeah, is it?
Who else had
Oh, hold on. Wait,
Lauren.
who works on the
What
Dole
kind of
Plantation?
activities
Brown
do you and
people.
Parker
No.
do when you're alone?
What?
What kind of activities do you and Parker do when you're alone?
None of your
With the door
business.
You sleep in together on Saturdays?
I
Two
love
more
this.
questions.
2 more questions. Who else has a question? Sean.
Are you and Parker gay?
No.
I'm a beer.
Last question.
Have you and Parker had sex?
No. Jake.
How many times were you dropped on your head as a baby?
How many times did you drop the
Hey,
for
there's a lot of questions.
Too
We're
many.
done. Questions are done.
No other
Thank you, Nicholas,
questions?
for your presentation. We really appreciate it.
Okay, but
Yay.
actually, though, you'll notice that there was something in that presentation that you take a cruise. That's it. That's all I got.
Well, you need what's the price?
I don't know.
What is all those notifications? Jesus Christ.
Alright.
Jesus
Forget it.
Christ.
Family Vacation,
Your
created and
IMDb
presented by Lauren.
Lauren.
Raise your hand and say Lauren.
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 Raise your hand and say Lauren.
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 It's different, up to you guys.
I say Lauren.
Anyways,
Well, you were named Lauren,
Lauren.
not
Next.
Lauren.
it's not going. These are the vibes.
Oh,
This is the vibe.
cowboy vibe. Wait, who's that?
That's the vibe.
Ah.
Who is that?
That's
Which
the
one?
vibe.
Oh, we didn't take a picture this year.
Oh, we did
Oh,
it, didn't
shoot.
we? Dang it.
Oh,
Next year.
Jen's not here 1 year. And we.
Anyone recognize the skyline? Anyone?
That's
Anyone? Jake, do you recognize?
Denver.
Houston.
That's
No.
Dallas!
Ding, ding, ding! Dallas,
Dallas, Texas.
Wow.
Let's go to Dallas, Texas.
You might be asking, in Dallas? What? Where would we even go in Dallas?
Oh.
Well, let me
Okay.
tell you, Kyle. Waco, Texas is about
Oh my
a
God.
1.5 hour.
We're not even going to
Let's
Chip
go.
and Joanna Gaines restaurant,
Varsity
shops,
out here,
markets.
Jesus.
Who here has watched Fixer Upper before? Who here loves Fixer Upper? Who here has gone in that section of Target? Magnolia. Yup. Let's see it firsthand.
Magnolia.
Alright, what else to do?
Shouldn't they get divorced?
No.
No. That's the.
About 13 minutes away is the George W. Bush Presidential Library.
Yes! Let's do that.
Iraq.
I am there for that. Yes.
9/11.
Stop, that's literally
That
the
is
picture.
9/11.
That's literally the
9/11.
picture.
It
It's
is.
a real holiday.
Now watch me hit this drop.
About 5 minutes.
Oh, it actually is.
I like the
Yeah.
vibe.
I like this one.
About
I like
5
this.
minutes away
This
is
one's
the Dealey
great.
Plaza and 6th Floor Museum.
Who's that?
Anyone know what happens on the
Who is
6th
that?
Floor Museum?
Oh my
The
god!
hottest president
Oh
ever
my
was
God.
assassinated.
Yep, anyone know which window he was assassinated from?
It was the 6th floor.
It's that one right
Was
there.
that? Was it
About
the round one?
right
The
here.
first
Right
round one?
there. And he ended up looking like in his
Yeah,
car,
But
too.
his car did not have a roof.
Yeah, but it says
It was a
No,
convertible.
that was from
So that's
Google
it.
Images.
Points off for the not having the correct
Points
model
off.
limousine there.
Alright, what else can we do?
Nobody can appreciate
Dallas Heritage Village. So about 5 minutes away, there's a collection of 19th century pioneer and commercial buildings and events like ghost tours. So has anyone seen Psych before the show?
Oh.
That one episode that they have a saloon and They're cowboys.
Do
and
you-
it's 19th century. Yes,
Do you know what the main symbol of
Question at
psych
the end.
is?
a pineapple.
Do you know where pineapples are?
Hawaii.
The whole plantation.
Questions
You know-
and comments for the end, please. Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh my god.
All right, what else can we do? Dallas Arboretum and Botanical Garden. It's about 15 minutes away. Very pretty. Got some waterworks, some flowers. Very, very pretty. And if we go at the right time, is the Texas State Fair. Ignore the Dallas. Texas State Fair. Look at this guy. This is the cowboy and the armadillo, and you can get some fair food shaped in the shape of Texas.
Everything's great.
Texas shaped food
Yes.
is my favorite. It's
Exactly.
delicious.
What kind of food might we eat here? What are your guys' favorite cuisines?
Tex-Mex.
Barbecue.
Oh!
Children.
So, Texas style barbecue. Does anyone know the difference between Texas style barbecue and North Carolina barbecue?
North
Is it as good as New York
Beef
barbecue?
versus chopped pork.
Beef versus pork. Texas style barbecue is
She told you
beef.
what to say.
My parents told her
A
to
lot of it.
Yeah. It is
How does
mostly
Jake know that
brisket.
it's beef?
He used to eat meat.
He used to eat meat?
I was born in Texas.
He was also born in Texas.
Really? Really?
We're in Texas, so he doesn't need a passport to go.
No.
Excellent.
None of us need a passport to go.
Not yet. With that
Anyways,
hat. With that hat.
Doesn't
Not
that
yet.
look
With
good?
this hat. Yes, it does look good.
What else can we eat there? Tex-Mex.
Wow.
Texas, Mexico, right next to each
Mexicans.
other.
Are there Taco Bells in Dallas?
No.
Slides.
Frozen margaritas are a Texas. What's the word? I don't know. I looked up Dallas food and my first margarita. Yeah, and that picture looked good.
I love the font.
State Fair treats. Who loves fried food here? We got some mac and cheese pulled pork. I don't know what that is, and I don't know what that is, but it all looks good.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of crazy.
When should we go to Dallas?
You know, hot of summer.
My suggestion is October 11th through 13th, which is Columbus Day weekend. We all usually have Monday off. We can take the Friday off and make a long weekend of it. That is when the Texas State Fair is going on. Football season. Who loves the Dallas Cowboys here? Who has CeeDee Lamb on their fantasy football team? Okay.
At least you know his name.
Baseball season. The Texas Rangers are the team there.
It's only-
And in October, the high temperatures are about 73 degrees, and the low at night in the cold is 54 degrees. So pretty nice weather. All right, where would we stay?
It's with
Where to stay?
Courtyard Dallas Grand Prairie. It
Okay.
is not a resort. I picked the location before I read the places that count for it.
On the
Okay.
link that was on the roof.
It's a courtyard. It's a Marriott courtyard. So
I used ChatGPT to find places to stay, and I didn't realize it wasn't this before I committed to it, but I like the idea.
are there any Marriott resorts in Dallas?
No,
Do you know?
there are not.
How are we going to get
Where are we going in
there?
Texas?
Here are flights from Baltimore to Dallas.
Yeesh.
They look pretty
Yeah,
expensive.
about the same price to go to Hawaii as well.
It is about the same as Hawaii. Yeah.
And that is the last slide.
Well,
Any
it's
questions?
360 if you fly from GCA.
Oh yeah.
You might as well.
Yes, Kyle.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you said the trip would be the 11th to the 13th.
Mhm.
So we would fly in on Saturday, leave Monday.
Friday to Monday.
So we would only really be there for
Mhm.
2 full days.
Quick trip.
As soon as I realized this, I kind of gave up. So,
You could stay
Did
at
you
any
make the
hotel you want.
PowerPoint?
Yeah.
Right?
Or
what?
did you make the PowerPoint or have ChatGPT
I
make
made the
for
PowerPoint.
You
you?
could just stay at an Airbnb, couldn't you?
We could stay at
That would be
Airbnb,
a
but we
better
have to
idea,
pay for
probably.
that.
Okay.
Marriott, we don't have to pay for.
So
That's Marriott.
my
Mhm.
second part to my question. Okay, so there's only
Don't
3
ask me hard
presentations, so
questions.
I'm just going to,
Whose notification
So, like,
bar looks like
if we go
that?
to Paris, like, Michael listed a bunch of things that were not Disney related that we could do, but also Disney related, so we could spend most of the day at Disney or doing traveling to other things. Or when we're looking at Hawaii, we've pick a little things that you could do. But if you didn't want to do that, you could spend a lot of your time at the resort lounging around. So what if, let's say we went and there was people that didn't want to do these things, what else could they do instead during like lounge time?
Why?
Or let's say you go do these 5 or 6 things you listed and it doesn't take up the whole day. What else is there to do that is like lounging around, relaxing? Because if this is supposed to be a vacation, it's supposed to, a portion of it's supposed to relax in some way.
It's a trip,
Well,
not vacation.
it's a 3-day weekend, and I listed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8 with the
Is the grassy and
Cowboys and Rangers. So I think there's enough
You
for
can
us to
get
do
there
for
from
3
Dealey.
days.
It's on Dealey Plaza. We can get to the grassy knoll.
Okay.
And look for it.
Sean has
Sean
a
has a
question.
question.
Yeah, Sean.
Okay, so maybe not me because I can pass under the radar. But like, let's say hypothetically, like my dad went. Are we cooked? Because
No.
Texas is kind of a scary
Sean, your
place.
questions are wild.
You look
might
like a
look
second
next
generation
time.
Mexican. You'll be fine.
Yeah.
No, they're gonna.
Sean,
I just
Sean,
said
I
one
have a
minute.
question, Sean,
What
I
is
have a
your
question for Sean. Have you ever left the state of Maryland?
Yes,
So far.
Were you okay? Did you survive?
yes, but I was always surrounded by a group of white people.
Well, you'd
so
be with
yeah.
us.
Do you know who
Well,
you'll be
there you
surrounded
go.
by?
You could just hang out with us white people and you'll be fine.
Hashtag stop Asian hate.
Have
Yes.
you ever been to Texas?
No, and that's why I want to go.
Okay, good talk.
Okay, that was appropriate.
Any other questions?
Any questions?
All right, sounds good. And you guys would
That
like
was
to
a
go.
great presentation.
We can go to the state fair. We can.
So you picked the Columbus Day weekend because that's when the Texas.
I'm glad you came.
It's expensive to rent. At least you don't have to pay resort fees, which are common in Waikiki Beach. You will have to pay $45 a day for parking here, but that's no more than you would have to pay in Waikiki. And unless you intend to never leave the property, you really need to have a rental car on the west side of the island. Uber and taxi fees to get out here would be incredibly expensive, and one of the benefits of being away from Waikiki is you get a more authentic Hawaiian experience. Other than the 2 other hotels next to the Marriott, the area is generally not a tourist zone. Go into the town nearby, and you will see life on the island as it is really lived. From this location on the west side of the island, you are already halfway to the North Shore or the Hawaiian Cultural Center, so can easily make use of your car and see the sights on the northern side of the island. But if you do want to stay put in the resort, there are 3 pools and 7 jacuzzis, plus the beach to keep you happy and relaxed. Also on site is an 18-hole golf course. For those with kids, you can walk to the Disney Aulani and enjoy a character breakfast or book the Disney Luau.
That was the
Marriott
kids,
also
but
has
this
its
one's
own
better.
luau on Tuesday nights, so you have options. A lot of people choose to stay at a place with a kitchen to conserve costs, which is a great idea. There is a Costco not far from the property, which is cheaper than shopping at the local grocery store. Although Costco doesn't add extra charges for shipping their merchandise all the way to the island, the local stores do have to include those freight charges in their prices, so local grocery stores are extremely expensive. Consider purchasing locally grown fruit to support the local economy. If you do desire a night without cooking, Marriott features the Longi Restaurant, which is a popular dining institution in Hawaii. They moved their Ala Moana location up to Ko'olina years ago, and they also have one on Maui. The food is great and the atmosphere is relaxing with amazing views. Nightly, a torch fair runs next to the beach, lighting the beach torches as the sun goes down. This resort is a great property for family vacations or family reunions. It is not conducive to romantic vacations or vacations for singles. Check out our other videos for hotel.
Okay, everyone. Questions at the end. Okay, so logistics. I'm recommending we stay for a week using the timeshare Marriott points. Flights. When we were Googling round trip flights, they were about $400 to $600 per person, and you can also use travel points if you have miles or points.
And those were ranging from the months of April to September.
And you
No, because I was checking all year long.
Oh, so the
I
lowest.
checked all year long.
I think the lowest I saw was like 420, 430, and the highest I saw was like 580.
And,
590.
and we
Flights
priced it
from
from
Charlotte?
we priced it from BWI
Yeah.
From
because
BWI.
most of you guys would be leaving from BWI. We would probably need a rental car, like the video said.
Mhm.
So, the one really downside of it is that the resort does cost $45 per day for parking, which really sucks. But from my other research, all of the Marriott Hawaiian resorts were kind of around that range, so that was a pretty standard, unfortunately. But we could get a 15-passenger van, depending on how many of us go, and we could all just load up in the van. So that would be fun. 10
we sing
minutes.
songs in the van? While we're gone?
Yeah.
We could.
Kumbaya.
Like,
We could.
no, like the Von Trapp family
We
sings.
could.
Yeah, open the radio.
Questions at the end, please.
Okay.
So like the video said, Costco and then Foodland, which is just a Hawaiian like chain grocery store, are only a 10-minute drive away. And then the resort is also directly on the, I don't know how to pronounce Hawaiian words, Nai Lagoon, and it's also a short walk to Ko'olina Beach and Hanu Lagoon.
Checks out.
And Hanu Lagoon, I think, is Aulani's lagoon. So Aulani's literally like
So Disney
Marriott,
Aulani's right there.
Aulani. Yep.
There's a
Yeah.
boardwalk that connects them. I've been there. I've stayed at the car.
Ah,
Wow.
look at that!
Okay,
And she's gonna sing your
Somebody had a ringer in the crowd.
Everything about it.
Okay,
Put her
so
in
guys,
the
we can go to Jurassic Park.
Yep.
Stay here
So
tonight.
Kua.
Are there dinosaurs there?
I don't know how to properly pronounce it. I'm going to say Kua Lua Ranch. It's a site
Kalua.
of
Nicholas.
filming for a lot of Hollywood movies. So like Jurassic Park, other famous movies that have been filmed here in at least some capacity have been Kong Skull Island, 51st Dates, the 1998 Godzilla, some of the Lost episodes, Pearl Harbor movie, Hawaii Five-0, Jumanji, Jurassic World, George of the Jungle, Yumi and Dupree, the original Jumanji, or the remake Jumanji, Karate Kid 2, Snatch. So a lot of other movies have been filmed there too, so we can see.
Was Predator filmed there?
Is
I did not see that.
Then
what's the
Brendan
Oh.
Fraser still there dressed up as George of the Jungle? That's the
Could
question.
be.
I
I
and
would go
So,
if there's a man dressed
this is
up
only
as
a
Brendan
40-minute
Fraser.
drive from the resort, and almost all of the places that we're recommending are at max a 45-minute drive from the resort because it's just an island, so it's not very big.
Yep.
So I think Kualoa Ranch is on the east side of the island, and then
Where I live,
Ko'olina is on the west side.
We're on the very southwest.
Okay, so what else can we do there? So we can go to Aulani, which they have Rainbow Reef, and that's their like indoor lagoon, and it's $30 a day for a day pass to go to Aulani and like do whatever you want at Aulani, which is really cool. There's a golf course, or the Ko'olina Golf Course, which is really cool. Pearl Harbor Memorial is only a 26-minute drive. It's free admission to go into the memorial, and then for the neighboring museums, it's a $99 per person passport just to get into all like the neighboring areas. There's the Dole Plantation, which is a 30-minute drive, and they have a train tour, a garden maze, and then a garden tour for $37 per person, which is kind of cheap compared to a lot of the things that I saw in Hawaii, which is really cool also. There's Diamond Head Mountain Trail, which is 45 minutes from the resort. It's a 1-mile loop up a mountain hiking. There's the Alea Loop Trail, which is a 35-minute drive, and it's a 4.8-mile loop, so a little bit tougher for those that want to do some athletic hiking. And then there's the Waimea Valley, which is a 45-minute drive, and it's a 0.75-mile walk to the waterfalls, which is also really cool. So less than a mile loop to see waterfalls.
Our proposed dates would be December next year. So the average temperature during the time on the high is about 80 degrees, on the low it's about 65 degrees. So a little bit similar to what Orlando would kind of be like, with a little bit more sun because it's on an island. So yeah, ideally, I mean not ideally, but you know, maybe around Christmas time or maybe a little bit before Christmas time.
So let's go on a Hawaiian roller coaster ride.
Yay!
Okay, turn
Anyway.
it off.
No,
All right.
No, no.
And then
watch the whole movie
Kyle's
later.
gonna hula dance for us.
Wait, that's good. That's good.
Do we have to watch the whole thing?
We need to watch the main
We
thing.
have to watch the whole thing.
Oh, and we can time it up with the live action release of Lilo and Stitch.
I don't
Except maybe
Fair.
it's not as big.
Okay.
Sort of dancing.
We can watch the entire video. No, it's
It's really sad.
Okay, are there any questions?
yes.
Are there any questions, Sean?
I have a question.
So I wanted to ask this from like a kind of morality standpoint because I know a lot of Hawaii's problems come from the tourism that comes from it. Do you think by going there, do you feel that we're like adding to that problem, or?
Only for problematic.
Yeah, but I just feel like
We'll make a donation.
going there in general, like especially like right now after like the wildfires and everything, I just feel like it's not the best time to go. I mean, Hawaii is beautiful and we should go, but like.
But don't they need tourist dollars now?
That is their
They do.
main
That's
source
their
of
main
That is
income.
their main source. Yeah. But I
My
just,
first
Without
question is
tourism,
actually in line with what
I
Sean
just
asked.
feel
They
right
already
now
are.
it's not like the best time. I love the idea, I love the trip, but it's just like in this
Which is
right now.
fair.
To me, yeah.
Fair.
Sean does
Well,
not
that's
have to
how
go
they
on this
make
trip
their
if he doesn't
money.
feel like
Correct.
he wants to go on this trip.
And it's a year from now and things will probably calm down a
Or
little
get
bit,
worse.
too. Or get worse. Who knows?
I will see
But
the advantage
if
is
we
by
are-
staying
we are there
in
to
the
provide
city, we
to
stay at a
their
resort, so it's
economy.
different.
Economy.
Right.
Yeah. Staying at the resort.
My
is
question-
Is it a
my-
real question?
Yes, my first question actually is sort of in line with that.
What?
So you said the Dole Plantation's $99 passport.
No,
is
that's
that
for the
that was
Pearl Harbor
37.
Museum.
$37?
$37.
Okay, do you think that $37 is an adequate number to...
That's what they're
Wait,
asking
hang on.
for.
Let me finish the question. For reparations.
Alright, I have a question. You said it was only 25 minutes from the airport,
Yes.
but I thought hotel lady said it's very expensive to Uber to the hotel.
We give
If you're
50
Ubering, yes,
If you're
but we would
Ubering,
probably
it's
have to get a
I
rental
didn't
car.
think that Dole had been
15
around.
passenger.
But I thought it was only 25 minutes to.
It is, but we'll have to go everywhere else.
Oh yeah, you were telling me.
Yeah.
Oh, just Ubering everywhere else.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot.
I do actually have other like more legitimate questions. Total price per person for this trip.
Didn't do the math.
We
It would
didn't,
be-
we didn't do a full
So it would
breakdown.
be the flight, which was $400 to $600.
Okay.
The resort would be,
free.
the resort, and then
$45 a day to park,
45 a
it'd be
day.
45
Cost
days
of a rental
Times
car,
seven.
and then the rental
350
car,
basically.
350.
and
and then
food.
But that would be split
Food,
between
and then if we
everyone.
want to
for
do
a week.
anything, but again, like we don't have to go and we don't have to go to the plantation. Don't have to do like Pearl Harbor's free,
Yeah.
so Pearl Harbor's free. Hiking's free for the most part. I think there might be like you have to pay to get into a parking lot or something like that.
Are they national parks?
Some of them are national
I
parks.
can
not
get this.
all.
I can get this all
Yeah,
national
yeah,
parks.
There
for free.
are volcanoes on
And
the
then-
island.
and then with food, if we get food from Costco, which is only 10-minute drive for a week, I mean, let's say $200 a person for food.
The
If
hotel
that,
has a
that's-
full
that's
kitchen,
good
like
food.
most Marriott resorts.
Yeah, and it's a full kitchen.
We could always stay at the resort. We're literally on the beach, so we can literally just have beach days every single day. We don't have to leave the resort. We could walk over to Alani. You don't have to pay for Rainbow Reef. We can just walk through Alani.
So if you're going just for the vibes and just staying at the resort the whole time, with the price of the flight and the food, and let's say you're only covering that would be at most less than $1,000.
On topic, how many people in this room have had their malaria vaccinations?
No, we can do that within a year.
It's not an issue in Hawaii. I have family there. Like my aunt and cousins live there. So.
I have friends that live there.
Well,
Do they have malaria?
tell your friends we might be coming to visit them in December.
There's no
Woo! And Trisha.
Okay, who has a dengue vaccination?
Dengue.
I've seen it. It's not good.
It's not in Hawaii.
So, they mentioned something about a show with Disney. It looked like a luau.
Disney
What
does-
is the relationship between
I think
Disney
they're just-
and
I think
Marriott?
they're just neighboring resorts. It
Yeah.
didn't seem like there was like a true relationship. But they were kind of just saying like if you want to go to Disney's resort, you can go to Disney's.
Yeah.
Resort.
This resort has
Locally
a luau
acquired.
once a week.
This resort, I think
And
the
there
luau
are
is
other
on
resorts
Wednesdays,
also.
and then I think Disney's is more often than just Wednesdays.
Yeah. So it was just saying if you want to, you can walk over because they're neighbors, so you can walk over and you can do the character breakfast, and you can do the luau, and you'll pay for that.
Yeah. So we can essentially go to the Disney resort without having to pay to stay at the Disney resort,
Yeah.
which is exponentially more expensive than staying at Marriott Resort.
Would there be any incentive if you were a DVC member
I
to
did not
participate
see
in those?
anything. I feel like that might be one of those things we could probably like call them to be like,
You might be able to get a DVC discount on the character dining at
Yeah.
Alani or something like that.
yeah,
Possible.
like if we want to do anything at Alani, there might be some sort of discount.
Isn't
Which
it-
I wouldn't put
it's
it past that
where
because
she could
that's
buy.
a DVC resort.
I think once we had a handle on who was going and when we were going, then you could do the more detailed planning of what you would be doing day to day.
Yeah. And then I think the main airlines were.
I saw
This is
Alaskan.
from BWI. I think it was Alaskan. I want to say maybe United and Delta.
United and
Are they direct flights or are they connected?
there
A lot of
were
them
direct
were.
flights. There was a good mix
How
of
long
them
is that
all.
flight?
It was like it was like
Yeah, it's
8
long.
to 10 hours or something like
Do we
that.
get a meal on the
Wait, direct from BWI to Hawaii? You wouldn't stop in California?
If it's
There might be some direct BWI to Honolulu.
So
there probably aren't that
the,
many.
the main ones
Very
are
8 hours?
United with one stop somewhere in California, and then Delta has a stop in SLC, whatever that is.
Salt Lake City.
American Airlines has a stop in DFW.
Yes, Dad.
Have you seen the TV show Lost?
Yes.
So what are the odds that if we get on this flight that we're going to be caught in
I
some
don't
strange
think that's
time
what's
loop for
gonna
multiple
happen.
years?
I don't know that
And a
that will
plane
happen
crash.
to us.
I don't know.
But the chances
Fair
are not
question.
zero.
The
Not
chances
zero.
are not
Chances
zero.
are not zero. Okay,
It's already happened there.
just
Okay.
checking.
Do we have any other questions? Was I boring, Sarah?
No, I'm just really sleepy. I'm so sorry.
Any other questions? No?
Excellent presentation.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mary.
Thank you. I can't
A
even go to
plus on
Hawaii.
the props
If you guys say
and
no,
the
I'm still
presentation.
going.
That's the goal, is to share time together as a family. I'm proposing that this would be the highlight of the trip. Disneyland Paris. We have been to Disney World. We've been to all 4 parks in Disney World. We have been to Disneyland, except for Mikhail and Kyle, because she was too busy. She couldn't be bothered to come and visit with us.
She was at the World
But
Series.
Yeah,
this
it
would
didn't
be
matter.
this would be yet another Disney park we could do, and then that would just leave Disneyland Tokyo, Disneyland Shanghai, Disneyland Hong Kong for us to pick up and get all the Disneys.
Go to Asia.
And Jen would definitely be down for that. Okay.
Damn.
Why Disneyland
That
Paris?
was a sympathy vote.
Disneyland Paris. Well, there are 2 parks in Disneyland Paris. I learned this. There is a Disneyland park and there's a Walt Disney Studios park. So there are 2 gates at Disneyland Paris. I'm proposing that we do 2 park days. Okay, so we got to cover the 2 parks in 1 day each. Does that make sense? What else is there to do in Paris? Well, Paris is the
Some
city
of us
of
have
light.
already been, and I think some of these pictures
For
are
those,
from my.
for those who have
Questions and
not been to
comments for
Paris
the end.
before,
Questions and comments for the end.
Uh,
Those who have been to
there's lots
important
to
cities
see
in
in
the UK.
Paris. There's the Eiffel Tower,
Been there.
right?
Been
There is
there, been there,
the
been
Love Museum.
The
The
love.
loop.
there. Ew. What?
They called it that because
Glasses
everybody
of
loves
culture.
art.
Everybody loves your
And
hat.
Everybody
that's
loves
why they love
Louvre.
that museum. Okay? And there's Notre Dame Cathedral, for those of you who don't know, they just renovated it and redid it, and it apparently looks fantastic.
The Hunchback is there.
There's also, wait till the end, there's also Sainte-Chapelle, which
Been
is
there.
all that stained glass there
Is that
that
from
was
my picture?
built in the 15th century.
Don't ask her.
Yeah, don't ask me.
Stunning. Stunning.
Stunning.
Okay?
Been there.
Absolutely the place I was most jealous
Selfie
of
with that.
Lauren having gone to. Okay, travel planning. Best time to visit is usually the summer. Summer might work best for the group here.
It gets hot.
Also, it's good for the hip. What do they call it? The shoulder seasons, right? The right before June, so like April, May, or September, October are a good time. So we can do either of those. It really depends on when we can get everybody together and committed to going. Transportation options. There's lots of flights. I've done some checking. There are lots of airlines that will fly us to Paris if we're going to fly
Who's going
into
to Paris?
Paris. Huh?
Wait
Who is in
a
Paris?
second.
What?
Who is in Paris?
Questions at the end,
The Hunchback.
please.
We're going to visit him.
You called it Hunchback.
Recommended accommodations. There is a Marriott Vacation Club resort in Paris. It's actually very close to Disneyland Paris.
Who?
Super convenient. Marriott Vacation
Paris.
Club resort.
Stop. Questions at the end.
So it is Marriott's Village Ile-de-France. Okay? And Ile-de-France is, by the way, the center
They
of
copy and
France.
pasted.
What?
Copy and pasted.
What?
Yo.
Of course
Guys,
I copy and pasted.
Listen.
Wait, 3.5. So all the units are 3-bedroom townhouses.
Sophie.
So they're 3 bedrooms. The max sleeping capacity is 8 people. Okay? So it can be comfortable. We can carry at least 8 people. If we go over 8, we might need a second room, right? But if we stay under 8, we can all squeeze in together. We're fine. It's just like any other Marriott, I believe. So we're going to have laundry. We're going to have all the resort amenities, everything like that. And we're going to be basically in Paris. I think we're actually just outside of Paris. But awesome resort. It's one Jen and I recommend. All right, budget. Round trip airfares, I clocked a lot of those at around $1,000. Okay, so to fly to Paris will cost about $1,000 per person. Park passes to Disneyland Paris are actually really reasonable. A 2-day park pass is $225. That could be euros. I don't know if it's euros, dollars, whatever. It's about the same. It's about the same,
More
right?
expensive.
So it's really not
Euro's
expensive
worth more.
because you'll spend $220 just doing Disney World for a day with those parks. So 2-day park passes. I figure a decent budget, $300 for food. Okay, so that's for all your food during the trip that you're there. I'm sure we'll buy groceries. We can have groceries in the unit. We have a kitchen. We can do stuff like that, but we're probably going to be out. And if I'm going to be in France, I'm expecting to eat a lot of cheese and bread and wine. Ground transportation, about $300. I figure if I go, I will rent a car so that we have transportation to whoever's going. But that also goes into how many people are going. So it's how many passengers will fit in the car, whether or not we do one round car or more than one round car. Miscellaneous expenses, $150, but lodging will be $0 because I'm proposing that we do this with with Marriott Vacation Club weeks. Probably. I did this for a week, so if we can exchange a week for this, that'd be good. It's probably going to be better value than doing it with points, but we'll have to do a full 7 days. So that
Questions
is
and comments for the end, Sophie.
what? Yes, Sophie. All right. Highlights. The things that are there. Lots of attractions. There is a Big Thunder Mountain Railroad there. There's Phantom Manor, which is their version of the Haunted Mansion. There's all kinds of neat attractions that will be there. We've got character meet and greets. A lot of those will look really, really similar to ones we have, but there might be some characters that you usually don't see in the U.S. that you will see in France. Dining experiences. We can do Disney dining. They have all kinds of stuff. You can see we've done that before, and it's been awesome. Okay, create lots of memories. So they have lots of special events. I don't know when we are planning on going and whether or not it will be around one of these special events, but that will be a thing to do. Okay. These are just tips for a successful trip. We will plan itineraries until we know who's going and when we're going. I don't think we can really set up the itineraries. Sorry. I don't think we can set up the itineraries, but we'll start doing that once we know who and when. The essentials, what to pack. A lot of stuff we won't pack because we're going to be flying in. We're just going to get when we're there. Things like sunscreen and water bottles and stuff like that. Health and safety precautions, we should be fine. See what the AI does for you? It's amazing.
Anticipation of the weather. So it depends on when we go as to how we're going to need to pack. If we go in the summer, we pack more shorts and t-shirts. And if it's in the shoulder seasons, we might need to prepare for a little bit of weather. But hopefully the weather will be good. Also, we could do other side trips. Okay? So the way I'm kind of thinking is this is an optional thing. So not everybody needs to go, and not everybody who's going to Disneyland Paris for a week might want to do one or more of these side trips. But if we're going to be flying to Europe, it makes sense to do as much in Europe as we can. So I had us for a week at the resort in Paris. That means the 2 days in Disneyland and 5 days in Paris. That's plenty to see, and we will be busy, and you will be out of the country for an entire week. I don't know if everybody's got more than a week's worth of vacation, but I was thinking we could tie together some other trips. I would love to go to Normandy. Okay, love to go to Normandy and tour some battlefields. I would love to see Mont Saint Michel. Okay, which is a place where somebody's been. Okay, but I have a St. Michael thing I want to try to get done in my lifetime. Belleau Wood, famous battlefield. Chateau Thierry, another famous battlefield. I would love to go and tour. I figure 4 or 5 days of doing that, and that might be driving around and walking around battlefields. I don't know if everybody's into that. Other thing, we could do London. Okay, we could fly into London and then take a train to Paris, going through the Channel.
What's a channel?
It is the tunnel underneath the English Channel. It is the Channel Tunnel. And there's a train, the Eurostar. Is it Eurostar? That goes from London to Paris. Hold on, almost ready for questions. But there's plenty of things to see in London on the way out. These are the things I would love to see. Buckingham Palace, Westminster Abbey, Houses of Parliament, the Imperial War Museum. Okay, I would like to see those. Again, these are other optional things that we can do in the trip. That is the presentation. Are there any questions?
I have a question.
Yes. Well, let's start with Nikki had his hand up first.
Stop. No.
Shut your mouth.
Okay. Kyle.
So
Yes,
it
what's your
was
question?
$1,000.
That was
for
just the
round trip.
airfare. The numbers on there was about $2,500 per person.
Did you look up what airlines they were and if you
That
could
was
use
on
points
Iceland Air was like 800 and something, and the others were just a little over 1,000. So there's different airlines, but I have not looked, and it would make absolute sense to try to fly on points or miles if you can. I know I have a bunch of miles on my credit card. I got a credit card specifically to take a trip like this, and I have lots of points saved up. So I'm hoping that I will be able to do that. Yes, sir.
Did you look at flights to London and what kind of prices those would look like?
I only looked at flights to Paris.
Okay.
I'm sure flights to London are probably going to be similar.
Because it's not expensive to do the train through the Channel in comparison.
I did not price out the train trip from London to Paris, and I did not price out flying into London and home from Paris, which would be a different price because it's not a round trip. Trip. Yes, sir.
What if I hate French and British people?
Yeah!
Thank you. Somebody says it.
You have the privilege of not going on the trip. Okay. Nobody is forcing anybody to go on this trip. This is definitely a voluntary thing. It's for who wants to go. I'm hoping this trip works with 2 or 3 people. It works great with 5 or 6.
Well, you mentioned the 8 bedroom, so I'm
We can go to 8. 8 would be great. But then we might have a hard time getting a rental car big enough for all 8 people. Although we can probably get a rental car for all 8 people. Huh?
Do the hotels only have 3 bedroom rooms? Or
all the units at this one resort, this one Marriott resort, are all 3-bedroom townhouses. So they're all the same. Yes, sir.
Have you considered other places other than France and England that are also
This
train ride?
This is my proposal. Okay, I'm proposing if we do 5 days on each end, it's full 17 days in just those places.
Okay.
This is not.
How far
you don't
is
get
this?
one bite at the apple of Europe.
Time-wise, how far is this from Munich?
It's an overnight train trip at least to get to Munich.
6 hours.
Adding on another country.
Yeah, I did not do that as a side trip, but the way we originally envisioned this when Jen and I were talking about it, we could have multiple groups going in multiple different directions and then meeting up in Paris at some point. So, yes, sir.
Can we hate all the French and English people?
You are
there?
absolutely welcome
Okay.
to hate
Can we
on
do that in
the
front
French
of you guys
and the British
along
while
with
you were
the
over
British?
there.
Okay.
However, if you get deported, you're going home by yourself
That's fine.
because I'll stay.
I'm okay getting
Yes,
deported
sir.
from
If they deport you, how do they send you back? Do they just pay for your ticket?
No, they won't pay for your ticket. They will take you to the airport and they will say you need to buy a ticket and go someplace where you can go. And
What if you say no? Do they send you to jail?
no, they might take you to the American embassy or the American consulate, and then they might loan you money to buy a plane ticket to come back to America. Okay, so but I wouldn't expect that it would be very pleasant to be deported.
If Biden was in office, he would pay for it. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. He has the highest record of deportations.
Are there any other questions?
From the US, actually, out of any U.S. president.
Are there any other questions? All right, that's my presentation. I hope you appreciate it. I hope you like it. I hope you're interested in it. I hope you have ideas to improve it, and let's make it happen.
Soon at Christmas time.
That is my proposal. I'm done. Thank
Sometime
you.
in December.
Mason.
Okay,
and
everybody.
It's a John Mason. I was like, who's John Mason?
We're proposing we go to Hawaii!
Good talk.
Yay!
Okay, that's enough.
Apparently.
How do I don't know how. Okay, there it is.
Yep.
Okay, so we're proposing we stay at the Marriott's Ko'olina Beach Club, which is on Oahu, and it's only 25 minutes away from the Honolulu airport. So we would just need to get traveling
Transportation from the airport to the resort.
from the airport to the resort.
Kyle, can you just move backwards just a little? Thank you.
And let's watch this short video all about the resort.
Welcome back to our channel. Today we are on the west side of the island of Oahu, far away from the hustle and bustle of Waikiki, reviewing the popular 4-star Marriott Ko'olina Resort. This property is part of the Marriott Vacation
Only
Club,
4?
so is a
Look at that
timeshare property.
lagoon.
The property is not sold out, so you can rent a unit directly from Marriott for your stay, or in the third-party market when timeshare owners can't use their time. There are 3 towers on the property. The Kona Tower is the oldest. The Moana Tower is the newest tower, and set further back from the ocean. The Nai'e Tower is the 3rd tower and is closest to the ocean. Units at the Marriott are 1, 2, and 3 bedroom units, or studios. With 1, 2, or 3 bedroom units, you get a living room and full kitchen. With a studio, you get a bedroom with a little fridge. The studio is essentially just a regular hotel room. Facilities for use include barbecues, so if you rent a studio, you can still grill your food.
Hello?
I have a question.
Hang on. The video is still playing, but that's not.
Piece by piece.
Here, let me see this.